Namaste and welcome to Yoga Lunch Date with Todd. And I just welcome you all. I'm so happy to be here. What a great thing to do in the middle of your day, to take a little lunch break and do some yoga. So I hope you enjoy the class. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button, which will give you access to all kinds of free classes and teachings and experiences. And then pass that on to your friends, share it all. Also, for those who do see this, I'm offering, starting today, a 14-day free trial with my membership of Ashaya Yoga. We meet every Tuesday and Thursday mornings for yoga and meditation. You can have 14 days of this, 2 weeks, totally free, and you can cancel at any time. There's no commitment. So I want to invite you to join the membership and make your life that much more better. So today's topic is yoga and confidence as a conduit of consciousness. So confidence, what is this idea of confidence? Well, confidence comes from a deep belief in yourself. It comes from a place of worthiness. It also comes through repetition, through doing something over and over again. Like if you're a cook and you decide you want to make a meal, the first time you do it, maybe it doesn't come out so well, but with repetition, you gain confidence in producing the meal, and it comes out maybe a little different each time, but you actually know through empirical evidence and experience that you can do this meal. And so confidence comes from that quality. And confidence is not so easy to come by. So many of us suffer from a feeling of lack or a feeling of unworthiness. I know that's been a big part of my journey. And you know what the source of that unworthiness is doubt. And sometimes the doubt comes from just putting too much emphasis on what other people say or think about us. And then we start to believe in the lies that they say, and we can have this fear of actually risking anything coming out. So we keep ourselves small so that we don't get judged or we don't feel like we're failing or making a mistake. So I really love the positive psychology phrase, learn to fail or fail to learn, which really speaks to this idea that we are perfectly imperfect, just as we are. And that's perfect. And that the true level of confidence comes from a deep belief from your heart in that life has your back and that there is goodness in the universe and that is trying to come through. But when we doubt, we have this conditioning where we can't really see the reality as it is. We see through foggy glasses of self-doubt, unworthiness. Basically, we see through our filters. That's called our conditioning. So yoga is the process of clearing the conditioning to just remove the veils, even if just temporarily, so that you can see what's really there. Confidence becomes because we are absolutely connected to a bigger energy. And a big part of the Ashaya method is to learn how to open to that. I'll say open to a bigger energy, open to grace. And it's through opening again and again, through repetition, gaining evidence and experience that when we can let go, our life gets better. And that's how we gain confidence in spirit itself. And that's a confidence that is just, you become invincible, that nothing can break that level of deep belief in ourselves and in life. So let's get started. Come on up to a standing position. And I'll meet you there in just a minute as I make a few adjustments here. Come to the front of your mat. Stand with your feet hip distance apart, palms in front of your heart, and take a moment to relax, find your breath, and open to a bigger energy. It's pretty true and pretty obvious that the universe wants you to be alive and here right now because it keeps giving you the next breath. If you ever don't have the next breath, then you can be convinced that your time is over. But as long as we got this breath going, I have confidence that life wants you to be here, not just to survive this life, but to totally thrive. Yoga is about thriving. So with confidence, hug to the midline, lift your toes, squeeze your legs into the middle. you are intrinsically connected to worthiness. And through our worthiness, confidence starts to build. Take your thigh bones back, tailbone in. And then inhale, stretch your arms up. Let the breath flow, and then you follow the breath. So the breath leads. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, and then exhale, with confidence, bow, with a belief in yourself. And then go back and forth. Inhale, lift your heart, exhale, and bow. If you feel like you lack confidence, use this practice as a way to build confidence through the success of your poses and through, remember what I said, is repetition builds confidence. We need an experience. We need evidence that we can do something. That's what builds confidence. Good. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog pose. And then first just come down to your knees, look at your hands, and with confidence, move your wrist creases so that they're pointing straight ahead. Spread your fingers evenly, and then claw your finger pads and roots. That's right underneath the nails and where your finger joins the hand. I call that the roots. So claw pads and roots. And then pull your palms isometrically toward each other, and notice how that tones the muscles in your arms. Now, keeping that pull up from your hands all the way up into your heart. With confidence, lift your shoulders. But then, with more confidence in grace itself, soften the upper back. Let the mid-thoracic spine and the upper back just sink down toward the mat. But keep your arms strong. In a certain sense, it takes confidence to be able to relax and let go. You got to trust something bigger. Otherwise, we tend to carry our stress around with us all the time. Keeping the heart soft, come up into downward dog, and then alternately press your heels. Press one, and then the other, bend the opposite knee and go back and forth. Deepen your breath. We use breath as the vehicle to gain a greater sense of universal. And in that sense of universal, we find that life has our back, that life flows with grace. Bend both knees, hug your heels in towards the middle, but widen your knees apart. Sitting bones go with the knees. So as your heels hug in, widen your knees and widen your sitting bones. Push your heart towards your legs more, but lift your armpits up toward the sky. With confidence, keep your arm bones lifted. That's going to help you relax your head and your neck. And then from your heart, push down through your hands energetically. And from your heart, take the base of your shins back energetically. Each inhalation, breathe in with belief in yourself. Each exhalation, release a sense of doubt, a sense of unworthiness. Then inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, lunge. Come up hands to hips. Take your hips and square them to the front of your mat. And then stretch your arms up. With confidence, hug in and scissor your legs. That means you pull your right leg back, you pull the left leg forward like a scissor. And then pull your tail in, curl back, arch back, and breathe. Confidence comes out of a sense of experience where you gain some kind of success. But in Tantra, we want to be able to learn from both success and failure. So in a sense, there's never any failure. Call it the no mistake theory. Exhale, sweep your arms out to the side. Come on down, step back, downward dog. And come into the pose of confidence. Claw your pads and roots of your hands. Pull your armpits up. Soften the upper back. Thigh bones go back. Left leg up high. Exhale, lunge forward. With confidence, squeeze your legs to the middle. Hands on the hips. Now just pause. We want to learn how not to over effort, because that'll throw us off balance. So open to a bigger energy and try to gain confidence from the flow of the breath. And let breath connect you to universal energy. That's the source of the life force. So breathe it in. Then squeeze your legs to the middle, stretch your arms up, move your thigh bones back, tail in, arch back a little bit. Good. And from your pelvic core, shine the light of confidence out in all directions. When you're confident, it gives you a sense of inner security, inner surety. Of course, we want to stay humble as well, so we don't get arrogant, think we know it all. You know people like that. They're always on their high horse. Stay humble. Confident is a quiet virtue of the heart with no need to prove or show it or flaunt it. Exhale, release. You know, people will step back. People will recognize and feel your confidence. You don't have to tell them or say anything. Hold plank, then take your thighs back, tail in. Now pull your ribs in. Draw the xiphoid and tailbone toward each other. That's the base of the ribs, the tip of the tailbone. Hold. Knees down. Exhale, slowly lower your shoulders and heart all the way down. Point your toes back. Hold your heels in, hug your shins. Roll your thighs in, tailbone down. And then inhale, cobra. Nice and easy. Lengthen your side ribs from your hips all the way up to your shoulders. Then, with confidence, pull the head of the arm bones back. Shoulder blades hug. When you're confident, you're willing to open your heart more. You're willing to take more risks because failure is no longer an obstacle. You release the fear of failure, worthiness rises, confidence rises, and what follows right behind confidence? Joy. So let your joy shine and radiate out. Come up a little higher if you can. Enjoy the stretch. And then exhale, release, push back downward dog pose. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, lunge. And come into Parsva Konasana. So square your left foot, bend your right leg, forearms on your thigh, left hand to your hip, and take a breath. Look at your alignment. We want the front heel to bisect the center of the back foot, and your back foot parallel, not turned in, not turned out, just parallel. Squeeze your shins to the middle. Keeping that, thighs back, tail in, left arm up and over your head. Lift your heart more. Take some nice deep breaths. Every inhalation, increase your level of confidence. Confidence is like a light. So let the light of confidence illumine the places where there's shadow or cloud, little places of doubt inside. Bring the light of confidence there. Embrace yourself. Embrace the confidence you have in life. Life has your back. Exhale, downward dog. Spin to the floor and go back. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Spin the right foot square. Bring your left forearm down. And this time just go right into it. Left arm, right arm over your ear. Now, with confidence, lengthen your side ribs. Try not to drop the left rib cage there, but actually pull it in. Then thighs back, tail in, and stretch. Hug your legs in with confidence. Feel the steadiness of the legs. There's a security there. And out of that security, let go a little more. Confidence helps you flow with grace and flow with life. Everything becomes a flow, including failure, mistakes, all that stuff. You can always redirect, recorrect, and reset. Exhale, go down to the floor, plank. Now go into Chaturanga Dandasana. With confidence, keep the head of the arm bones up. Thighs back, tailbone in, pull your ribs in. Let's hold, we'll count down from 100. 99. Okay, come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Go back to downward dog. We'll do one more set of standing. Right leg high. Exhale, lunge. Come to warrior two. So left foot is square. And try to bend the right leg until your thigh approaches parallel. Maybe it's not going to go all the way parallel, but approach. Give yourself a little challenge. Now that you got some confidence going, open the heart more. Head of the arm bones back. Look out over your right fingers. A warrior of confidence, willing to stand your ground, to stay centered in the storm. Even when others may not agree with you, that's like the hardest thing, to stand your ground without judging yourself, without doubting yourself, without judging others. Can you permit difference to occupy the same space? Right palm up, crescent arc, and breathe. That was deep, right? Can you permit difference and confidence, like a difference of views, to occupy the same space? That's called paradox. And that puts you right in the heart of the Tantric tradition. We believe what we believe, and we believe in ourselves. And at the same time, we're open to grow ourselves. We're open to learn. We're open to shift our perspective. Inhale, come up warrior two, right leg straight. Hinge from your hip, go to Trikonasana. If you need, you can put your hand on a block, and you can do that if your hamstrings are really talking to you, like really tight hamstrings or hips. Otherwise, just do eagle talons, legs straight, breathe in confidence, breathe out joy. Lift your heart more to the sky. Inhale, come up, hands to hips. This time, to get to the other side, make your feet parallel, square your right, turn your left open, and then bend your left leg. Stretch your arms, warrior two. Focus on your breath. Keep your arms level and parallel to the floor. And hug your muscles. So a way to do it is imagine you're standing at shoulder level in a river, and you're going to push your arms down against the water. Push down. Reverse. Inhale, come back up. Left leg straight, pull up on the kneecaps. So your kneecaps shine with confidence. Okay. And nothing sags. So lift your lower left ribs and bring your left hand down. You can go to the shin, to a block. You could also just touch eagle talons. Thighs back, tail in. On this side, just a little variation for the fun of it. Stretch your right arm over your ear. Hold the pose. Inhale, confidence. Exhale, release doubt, unworthiness. Perfect. Down, and then knees down. And come onto your belly. Bring your left forearm in front, parallel to the front edge. And bend your right knee. Take your right foot with your right hand and bring your heel toward the hip for quadriceps stretch. Those are muscles on the fronts of your thighs. Okay. Press the base of your right thigh down. So just above your knee, that goes down. Then pull your tail in and turn your ribs to the left to get a deeper stretch. Try to bring your heel to the hip. There's a shoulder variation. So if you hold the top of your foot, bring your thumb to the inner edge of your big toe, and then pivot, thumb down, elbow up. And then if you want a little bit more stretch, then extend your left arm forward, come up on the left hand. And if that's too much, just think of this as bus stop yoga. Get off at your stop. For those that can go up more, pull your tailbone in. You can even walk your left hand closer to your body, and that is going to give you an even deeper stretch, but just be cautious and breathe. Do the pose in the capacity that you can to build confidence. Exhale. Release. Enjoy the stretch. Bring your right forearm in front. Bend your left knee, left heel to hip. And then pivot your thumb down, elbow up on this side. Ribs to the right. Press the base of your left thigh down, tailbone in. With confidence, find your breath. Let your breath have a steady, deep rhythm. Then take the head of your arm bones back. Come up higher if you can. Adjust your right hand. You can walk it back towards you more to increase the back bend and the quad stretch. I always say do as much as you can. Try to find where the edge of resistance is for you, and then breathe into the edge and see if you can expand the boundary. So we honor the boundary while expanding it a bit. Exhale. Come on down. Rest. Good. Bend both knees. Reach back for the tops of your feet. Walk your knees a little closer so they're hip distance apart. And first, just turn your toes outward a little bit. Hug your shins into the middle. And then lift your inner thighs up. So that's going to increase low back curve. Then pull your tailbone in. So you hollow the groins back. And then when you're ready, push your feet into your hands. Dhanurasana, the bow pose. So your body, your spine becomes the bow. Your arms are the strings. Push your feet back into the hands. Lift the head of the arm bones up, shoulders back. And then try to lengthen through your heart, your neck. From your pelvis, just push straight back through your knees. And from your pelvis, rise up through your spine, neck, and head. Go up a little bit more. Go for it. With confidence, rise. And exhale. Release, turn your head to one side. Rest. On your next breath, push yourself up. Come onto your back. And bend your knees, bend your elbows by your sides too, feet parallel. And first, just lengthen your sides and put the head of your arm bones down, straight down into the mat. Push your elbows down to secure the shoulders. Then create a low back curve. So move your thigh bones back. If you need to, you can just rock a little bit back and forth on the sacrum. That feels really good. And then tip your sacrum, so low back curve. Pull your tailbone in to lengthen the curve, and then push your feet down to go up. With confidence, pull your heels backwards isometrically. So don't move them, but with confidence, pull your heels back. Your hips will go higher confidently. Your heart is going to lift, pull all the way into the palate. And then from your palate, that's roof of the mouth, root straight down into the earth. You could almost lift your shoulders off the floor and extend out through your hips, thighs, knees, and down into your feet. Hold. And for those that want to do a little bit more, walk your elbows in, get your hands underneath your hips, where you could just hold your hips, okay? And then hug your left leg more, bend your right knee in, and right leg goes up. With confidence, rise and just push straight up through your foot. Breathe into it, keep your heart lifted. Confidence brings you strength. It connects you to the infinite energy of the universe. Exhale and switch, right foot down, left leg up. Ekapada Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. That's a mouthful. Ekapada Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. the one-legged bridge whole body pose. Hug in with confidence. And then exhale, release, let it go. Bring your hips down. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. Enjoy the release. Okay. Then put your feet on the floor. Separate your feet wider than your hips. Arms in half cactus position. And then knees to the left. So windshield wiper knees to the left. Okay. And put your left foot on the top of the right thigh, not ankle on knee, but the sole of the foot flat against the quadricep muscle. And when you have that, with confidence, you can push your right thigh into your foot and push your left foot into your right thigh. Okay, and that will engage your psoas muscle. Then tail in, twist your shoulders toward the right, right shoulder blade down, head to the right. But continue to maintain confidence. Push your thigh into your foot. It creates a wonderful connection. It binds and brings strength, security, worthiness, wholeness, all those qualities that contribute to your confidence. When you're confident, you're able to say what you mean. You're able to say what you feel in your heart without fear. And that's when people listen, and that's when you're able to manifest what it is that you desire. Release. Inhale, come up. Knees float back to center, and then knees to the right. Put your right foot, the sole of the foot, the flat part of your foot, on the front of the quadricep muscle, not ankle to knee. And then push. In this position, you can now push your left knee into the foot and push your foot onto the knee as well. Inner rotate your thighs, tail in, twist your shoulders to the left. With confidence, you can go much further. It gives you the security, the inner knowing to follow your heart, to bring whatever your heart most deeply desires into manifestation. For me, always it was, I just want to serve this light. I want to help others open their hearts through yoga, through learning how to teach yoga. And guess what? That is happening. I'm doing it. And I've been doing it for several decades. I'm grateful. Breathe. Continue to instill strength in your confidence. Push your knee into your foot. Don't let up. Release. Inhale, come back to center. All right, now with the knees wide, hold your knees, one knee in each hand, and with the knees apart, pull your knees toward your chest. And then can you create a low back curve while you do this? So inner rotate your thighs. Bring the inner edge of your sitting bones toward the floor more. Your low back will pop off the floor, keeping that, pull your knees in. This is an incredible way to stretch the hips and the legs in alignment, so you never flatten the low back area. It's supposed to have a curve. We support that. Exhale. Now come into Shavasana, just a couple minutes, last pose. Palms up by your sides. Close your eyes, and with confidence, let go. Confidence gives you the capacity to trust, to go deeper. And in Shavasana, the corpse pose, that translates into a deeper release, deeper relaxation. Allow the breath to flow in and out unobstructed. And with each exhalation, let go more and more and more. And then allow your whole body to bathe in the light of confidence. Confidence as the conduit to consciousness. As you're ready, slowly return. Come up to a seated position. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes and take a moment to move your shoulders back with confidence. Lightly hug your palms toward each other. And find the place in the middle, the central axis of your spine. In your subtle body, this is called the Sushumna Nadi. It's a central energetic channel, and it includes the spiritual heart. So draw into your heart, connect with the deepest source of consciousness within you that flows through you as you, and let a wellspring of infinite confidence surge. There's an upsurge of confidence that comes when you're in your heart. Let that expand within you like a radiant light. And let that shine all around you as though you're encompassed in an egg of light. And offer that light of confidence out into the world. And just see the path before you open up, so that whatever it is that your heart most deeply desires starts to become available to you. And that everything in life is for your awakening. There are no mistakes in life, only learning. And therefore, you're able to take risks, to try things, to express yourself, and to stand strong in who the universe has made you to be. Holding this light within, let's take a breath and chant Om. Om. The confidence in me bows to the confidence in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can just click the button below if you're not already a subscriber. Share it with your friends. And also, please take advantage of this 14-day free trial in the Ashaya membership. Go to ashayayoga.com, and there's so many workshops and things that I'm doing. The membership is there. You get 14 free days. I invite you to come and practice yoga, meditation, mantra, the Tantra philosophy, which is so inspiring, uplifting, practical, and freeing, just like this teaching on confidence. Okay, so I support you, and I adore you, I love you, and I believe in your ability to bring more confidence to every aspect of your life. Take care now. Thank you.